Chuck Severson. A deadly shooting at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas campus. A campus police officer shot and killed the gunman. ABC's Jacqueline Lee is there.
At least 3 people are dead. There is a 4th victim in the hospital with gunshot wounds. There are also 4 people hospitalized because of panic attacks. There's 2 police officers who suffered minor injuries going room to room throughout the buildings because they were looking for victims.
Police say they know who the shooter is, but not why he did it. Blocking a spending bill that has help for Ukraine, demanding southern border strategy aid included. Well, Senate Republicans like Oklahoma's James Langford.
It is time to be able to address this issue. And I would tell you, we'll have a vote later on today. Republicans are going to speak clearly to say we will not move to a national security bill that does security for other nations and ignores our own.
President Biden says he's willing to compromise, but Republicans aren't.
It's take everything we have here, their one proposal, which is extreme, or nothing. In the meantime, the nothing means we don't get any support for our friends and the innocent people of Ukraine.
4 Republicans who wanted the president's job debated Wednesday night.
While candidates Haley, DeSantis, and Ramaswamy attacked each other, Chris Christie went after them all, saying they're afraid to go after polling frontrunner Donald Trump.
I'm in this race because the truth needs to be spoken. He is unfit.
The candidates on the News Nation debate trying to one-up each other on conservative issues that include transgender bathrooms, the border, and school choice. Andy Field, ABC News.
A quote from the late famed TV producer Norman Lear of All in the Family, Maude, Good Times, and more. My shows were not that controversial with the American people. They were controversial with the people who think the American people. You're listening to ABC News.
This is your Pacific Pulse.
I'm Lance Corporal Jack Hall. Crews from the U.S., Japan, Canada, Australia, Republic of Korea, and the Philippines arrived at Andersen Air Force Base, Guam to kick off Operation Christmas Drop. Dating back to 1952 as the world's longest-running humanitarian mission, Operation Christmas Drop provides a unique opportunity for U.S. and partner nation forces to operate side-by-side while delivering holiday cheer and essential supplies to remote island communities across the Pacific. In Japan, Yamasakura 85 begins with Australian, U.S. troops, and Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force members. Now a trilateral command post exercise, the long history of U.S. and Japanese cooperation adds a third participating partner country, bringing the soldiers of the Australian Army to the shores of Hokkaido. And in the Republic of Korea, F-16 Fighting Falcons assigned to the 80th and 35th Fighter Squadrons conducted training sorties during an alternate departure and landing service activation. ADLS capabilities ensures pilots and airfield personnel are prepared to launch air power at a moment's notice even without access to the main runway. This has been your Pacific Pulse. I'm Lance Corporal Jack Hall.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Ryan Fenley.
A swath of NBA games and some rather noteworthy high-scoring performances, including one from Joel Embiid of the 76ers. Take a bow.
Embiid comes again, and Embiid at the top of the key. 5 to shoot. He fakes, he dribbles, he hangs, he fires, it's in the air, it's good! Embiid with 50 points, and the 76ers lead the Wizards 127 to 121. Embiid with a step-back 18-footer, all net.
76ers Radio Network, Embiid would finish with 50 points in a win for the 76ers as they get past the Wizards 131 to 126. Heat over the Raptors 112 to 103. The Spurs drop to 3-17 on the year after they lose on the road to the Timberwolves 102 to 94. A win for the Mavericks 147 to 97 against the Jazz after Luka Doncic had a triple-double in the first half.
AFN Rota, the Eagle, serving America's best.
Good morning, Rota. It is 7:04 a.m. and welcome to the morning show here on AFN Rota, the Eagle. It is Morning Joe with the CO today, and it's a special holiday edition. And it's not only a special holiday edition, we also have Command Master Chief Rodriguez with us today, so I'm fired up. It's very nice to have both of you in the studio with us today. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I love this time of year. I love having the chance to come on to Morning Joe and reach out to everybody who lives here on the base. It's great. Thank you for having us here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are getting in the holiday spirit today.
Yeah, we are. So I'm sitting here with my reindeer coffee mug. I'm wearing my, I don't know if we can hear it on the radio, but I got my bells on my hat, so this is just a great time to celebrate. CMC, what are you doing to celebrate right now?
Oh, yeah, so I am here with both of you. Definitely enjoying this time. It is a pleasure for me to be here, spending some time with all of you. And for celebration right now, I just have a cup of coffee. It says smile. And I'm trying to smile this early in the morning, trying to be here with all of you. So
I know the weather doesn't really help this morning either. It was foggy out there, so it's been rainy and hazy and cold, and
it's been pretty gloomy lately.
Yeah, I guess it's southern Spain cold if I think about it, since it's still getting up into the mid 60s. But having that gloom, that we were watching the sunset last night with the clouds that were really threatening, and now we got the fog here. It's a very interesting weather time of year.
I will say it's still better than Norfolk, Virginia. So,
I wholly agree with that. It is great to be here in Rota, Spain.
So, sir, I was wondering, could we get a little recap of recent events that we've had kind of going on as we've been kind of starting off this holiday season here on NAVSTA Rota?
Yeah, I think the big kickoff for us was Thanksgiving, and that was huge. I think the galley did an absolutely masterful job of supporting all the families here. But CMC, you were there serving, right? How was it?
That's right. A lot of people came through, and a lot of people love it. Definitely a lot of the sailors got the opportunity to have a meal with their families and also a meal with their buddies, which is important to every single one of us. I know the Spanish came through. They also enjoyed the meal. A lot of them were asking me if it was spicy, which it was something new to me. But, normally Thanksgiving meals are not spicy, but I can tell that they also enjoy the meal.
That's good. I know that the way they put it together this year, it gave the sailors and their families the chance to sit down together early to enjoy, and then we opened it up to everybody. I think that was a great call, and it seems like it really paid off for everyone.
It sure was.
I can attest to that firsthand. I was there. It was absolutely delicious.
Good.
I was stuffed. I was in a coma afterwards for sure.
Yeah, I plan on Christmas Day taking the family over to the galley because we enjoyed that last year too. It's going to be fun.
Yes, sir.
And then, so we had Thanksgiving, and we had a great meal here, but across the Navy, we served over 85,000 pounds of roast turkey. There was over 39,000 pounds of mashed potatoes, almost 24,000 pounds of stuffing, 4,000 gallons of gravy. My arteries are tightening just saying that, and over 8,500 different assorted pies served throughout the Navy. It was a Herculean effort by all of the CSs throughout the fleet, taking care of all of our families. It's bravo to them. That was absolutely amazing. And then following Thanksgiving, the real kickoff we had for Christmas time, for the Christmas holiday period, was Winter Wonderland. That was just last weekend, and I thought that was great. I had the chance to get out there and see all the booths that we had set up, all the people who were serving food, all the inflatables that we had for all the kids and families. They had some fake snow. It was bubbles, and I know my kids were in there, came out all soapy after wandering through there with their friends, and had some great music, too. I know that the Philharmonic group was absolutely amazing, so having them there performing was something else. And then, of course, we had the arrival of Santa. So I had the chance to watch HSM 79, the Griffins, do a flyby and a special delivery of Santa into the ball fields. And it was fun to me because, as a helicopter guy, I know just how cool helicopters are. But once a year, the rest of the world knows just how cool helicopters are because they bring Santa. So watching the crowds rush over to see him arrive was really, really cool. But I understand part of the reason I got that ride is because Santa has some new technology on his sleigh, and I think they were doing some testing on his sleigh, and he decided to take a break and get a ride with the Griffins to come visit us here. But with every technology, I know that there are issues. All you have to do is take a look at some of the major programs that come up every now and then.
Oh, yes.
But the new jet technology that he's got on there here, they're still working through some kinks on that one.
Well, I don't know, Skipper. I was an AD before, aviation machinist mate, so, give me the chance, and I would swing by and make that sled fly again.
Yeah, I'm sure
of
would.
it.
Yeah, I believe you would.
Hey, Master Chief, sir, sorry to interrupt you. Do you hear that? I think I hear something on the roof. Do you hear it?
That's weird. What is that?
I think the something just crashed. I don't know what it is.
Ho, 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 Captain Suarez! Ho, ho, ho! CMC Rodriguez!
Oh, my God, it's Santa.
Santa? Whoa. Man.
Am I really seeing this?
Just my luck! My sleigh just broke down right above Naval Station Rota as I was testing out my sleigh's brand new supersonic 5,000 jet engine turbine. I had to make an emergency landing. What am I going to do?
Well, I know this isn't the way that you wanted to come back, but it's great to see you again, Santa. I'm sure you know your way around Naval Station Rota since you were just here. Riding a helo, way cooler than riding a sleigh, right?
Yes. Thankfully, the HSM 70 Griffins were able to give me a lift on Saturday. But I was counting on my sleigh to deliver all the presents for Christmas. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, no.
Santa, don't worry. I think it's going to be okay. I'm sure we can figure something out. But in the meantime, how about I play some Christmas music to help cheer you up, and we'll try to get something figured out while that goes on. Up next is going to be Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney right here on AFN Rota the Eagle. Welcome back to Morning Joe with the CEO here on AFN Rota the Eagle. And I want to make a correction. That was Last Christmas by Wham, not Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. I was having some technical difficulties. But nonetheless, welcome back to the show. And, sir, what do you have for us next?
So I think we're going to keep talking to Santa to figure out what's going on with his sleigh.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, Santa, what do you think exactly was wrong with the sled? You know, as a prior aircraft mechanic, I know a thing or two about the supersonic 5,000 sled jet engine turbine.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened. The elves have been tinkering with this new state-of-the-art jet engine technology for years. In addition, the super advanced navigation system on board has information about what child should have which Christmas gift, so that the navigation system can calculate the most efficient route for gift delivery. The sleigh's equipped with state-of-the-art electronics, including laser sensors that can detect upcoming thermals and wind conditions to find the optimal path. It's a marvel in engineering, but still needing a few tweaks, as I'm now discovering. Not sure it will be ready in time for Christmas now.
It's parked outside the AFN studio. I will take a look.
Oh, that makes my bells jingle! Thank you, CMC!
Hey, Santa, while CMC is out, take a look at your sleigh. Can you tell me a little bit about your ride with the Griffins? It looked like it was a lot of fun.
It was amazing! You have such a wonderful community here in Rota. Spectacular views, and then upon landing, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, I was so jolly with everyone's smiling faces.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, watching all the kids and the way their faces lit up when they saw the helicopter first fly over and then running over towards the fence to see you there, it certainly made me happy. It really brought the holiday spirit to everybody around there. And then I saw you got to hop on to a fire truck, and the fire truck brought you over to Winter Wonderland.
Good times! Holy moly! Yeah, it was something all right. Wow! How impressed I am! You know, Captain Suarez, I really appreciate this. You're making me feel a lot better thinking about Saturday's events.
Yeah, I think Saturday was great for a lot of us here, and we have some more fun stuff that's coming up too. So hopefully you CMC is able to get your bird back up. But if it stays down for just a little bit, I'd be honored if you joined us on Saturday, because this Saturday the next Christmas present that we have is Navy beating Army. So if you're still here, you can join us.
I can't wait.
Watch that.
It's a date. Go Navy!
Yeah, beat Army. I do hope that is something that just rang across the installation, by the way. So while we were there on Saturday, I saw that there was a huge line in the exchange as a bunch of people were waiting for the chance to get their picture taken with you. I'm sure that you heard some amazing requests for gifts from all of those kids hanging out there. But what is it like to have the children coming to you with all of their hopes and all of the joy twinkling in their eyes?
It's indescribable. I have the best job ever.
I think I would argue with you on that one, because I think I have the best job, at least in the Navy, if not that there really is. But it's great to meet somebody else who loves what they're doing as much as I do. So Saturday, when we were there, I'm sure you didn't have the chance to get to all those booths. You were just swarmed with everybody who was there. But one of my favorite things about this community is all those different organizations who come out there to support all the families and our friends. And as I watched, I saw that probably half the crowd was members of our Spanish community. And I thought that was amazing. They came out to enjoy some uniquely American things like flying Santa in on a helicopter, and all the different kind of foods and music that we have. So I hope that you saw that too, that there were a bunch of Americans and Spanish who were enjoying our celebration that day.
I was astonished. Your, what do you call it, host nation? Wow! They're amazing!
Yeah, although I'm sure up in the North Pole, you guys probably have some sort of agreements to be able to maintain your workshop Where's the North Pole? That's in Norway, right? So I think you have some host nation agreements with Norway to be able to operate there.
I'm sorry, but I can't get into any of that.
Lots of legal aspects to that one, I'm sure. But again, it's great to meet and have the chance to talk to somebody who's going through a lot of the same, who experiences a lot of the same joint aspects of our jobs. All of it providing services and support to the people that rely on us. So I have the opportunity with the team here in Naval Station Rota to support everyone from our surface ships to the Air Force to small units like the veterinarian clinic, and you get to support all of the children and families around the world. So we have a lot more in common, I realized, than I thought about when we first started talking.
Yeah, I didn't realize how responsible you have to be, Captain Suarez.
Oh man, I'm sure like you, it's the team that makes it all happen. So I have an amazing team here and an amazing community. So it makes us all such a great job.
I agree. My team is awesome too.
You know what? One of my favorite parts of Winter Wonderland is every year is the lighting of the Christmas tree. Oh, yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about that? I just love it because it's like the Monday morning after Winter Wonderland, you come in and then you see that holiday Christmas tree there, and it's like officially kicked off the holiday season on base and everything.
Well, when Captain Suarez and I turned that candy cane and those lights came on, it was palpable. You could feel the electricity in the air.
It was really cool having everybody count down with us, and then the entire crowd just turns to look at that tree. And I always have just a little bit of concern. You hit the switch, you're that far away. But the Christmas magic was with us the whole time and immediately lit up. It was fantastic.
I'm looking for a little bit of that magic now.
All right, well, I'd love to hear it. On that note, we're going to get back to the music real quick. Up next is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Straight No Chaser right here on AFN.
Rockin' around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Rocking in a winter wonderland. Oh, you will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Welcome back to Morning Joe with the CEO here on AFN Rota the Eagle. And I am joined by Captain Suarez, CMC Rodriguez, and we have a special guest today, Santa Claus. Kind of crash landed into AFN this morning, but we are hopefully going to be able to fix his sleigh.
Yeah, I just went out and spoke with CMC over the music break, and I think there's a part that we got to order. So we're working with Fleet Logistics Center, Sigonella Det Rota, to help us get that part identified out of the warehouse and over here. So hopefully we'll be able to get that in there and get his sleigh back up and running. So again, more amazing support from the supply folks here in Naval Station Rota.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And we also have the 725th Air Mobility Squadron that can help us with some of these maintenance checks. I think they're bringing over some of their power carts to make sure we got all the stuff we need to help this up and running.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah, this is a joint effort here to make sure this all works. But just in case, I know we talked about the Army-Navy game. There's quite a bit going on here in this community that can help you pass the time if we have to wait a little bit for your sleigh to come up.
Please, tell me.
So this Friday, tomorrow, we have a great concert that's taking place in the chapel, the Sounds of Christmas. It's another one of those where the community, both on and off the installation, are coming on here for a great holiday concert. And I know I'm going to be there, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with the family. We talked about the Army-Navy game. That is going to be the highlight. That is the biggest bow on the presents that we have under the tree is Navy beating Army. We've also got some trips out in town. So you can go to Arcos, where they have the Living Nativity. On the 16th, we have a trip set up by the Recreation Office. There's a ski and snowboarding trip up to Granada. We have a free holiday movie night on the 15th. They're going to be showing The Grinch at the Drive-In Theater. On the 14th, I know I'm a little all over the place with the dates here, and it's just I'm so excited about everything that we have.
It's all the holiday season, sir.
Right, everything just kind of comes at you at once. I don't know if I want the eggnog or the hot chocolate or what I want to drink first.
Absolutely.
It's always eggnog, by the way. That is always the right answer. On the 14th, we have NFL Greats of the Gridiron that will be at the Gateway Galley. That is a great opportunity to meet some of the greats of the NFL. And then later on that afternoon at the DGF Middle High School football field, they're going to have a pro football challenge starting at 2:30. So that's a great opportunity to get out there and see what some of the pros look like when they're actually on the field. And then I think I mentioned it earlier because I'm excited about it. On Christmas Day, there will be a Christmas brunch meal for active duty personnel, DODID cardholders, and retirees. And we went last year with the family, and it was just a great way to celebrate with the community. And then we headed back to the house to really kind of enjoy all the mess of wrapping paper and Christmas movies on in the background for the rest of the day. So a lot that we have coming up here. And I'm sure there's lots of people in the community who would love to come meet you again if you're still here with us.
Wow, that's amazing. You've got so many things going on here in Rota. They all sound fantastic. Well, I'm in.
All right, good. Well, selfishly, I hope that we can't get it up, but I know there are millions of children around the world who are really excited about your deliveries. So I'm rooting for CMC and his team to get your sleigh back up and running for us.
So am I.
Right. So we talked a little bit about the community here. If you guys will indulge me just a second. This is, I think, the finest installation in the fleet. And none of that is really me or the leadership team. It is all the people who do the work every single day. And that is part of the installation, where we have the Public Works Department, who takes care of all of our buildings here, who takes care of a lot of our contracts, the electricity, the water, everything that makes this place run. In addition, yesterday, my beloved paint float, they brought out a gigantic crane, and they were able to lift a 30,000-pound piece of the paint float that was literally stuck in the mud at the bottom of the harbor, out of the harbor, and get it onto the pier. It was a Herculean effort. There was really a lot of public works. We had an underwater construction team. There was a lot of support by the CB team that was here and the port operations team, just coming together to get that out there. So Public Works does all the day-to-day stuff, and they do some exceptional things when the job calls for it. I'm very proud of everything that the installation team does, but I think I've talked to them quite a bit. So everybody else, the Forward Deployed Regional Maintenance Center executed their largest maintenance workload ever attempted in Rota, over $40 million worth of ship maintenance in a 4-month period. For anybody who works on ships or knows about ship maintenance, I will stand by the fact that this is the only place that we execute our maintenance and get those ships out on time, on budget in the Navy. It is absolutely astonishing. FDRMC, the way they manage their relationship with the host nation support is phenomenal. NEPMU 7, Navy Expeditionary Preventative Medical Unit 7. Not a lot of people know what they do, but what they do is they support 62 commands across 9 countries and 3 different geographic combatant commands for 79 missions. They're just supporting throughout the region force health protection information, a lot of classes, graduating 58 people in sanitation and pest control. So they have an effect throughout this area. CTF 68, the folks at EOD Mobile Unit 8, 6th Fleet Mine Countermeasures Detachment. Over the last 12 months, those folks have been in 19 different countries supporting UCOM, and 6th Fleet spending close to 6 months away from home. So they've literally deployed the way we look at a normal deployment. Fleet Logistics Center, I'll do them last because they have the most direct impact on a lot of things. The NEX. So for the folks who visit the NEX, they know a lot of the efforts that they put in to try and support the community, whether it's getting a lot of the holiday stuff out early so they have the chance to really make their house feel like home in the Christmas time or the holiday time. I know that Chris Traxler and his team really, really aggressive in supporting all of our families and communities here. And then the commissary. So for the folks who haven't seen the hours for the commissary, starting on Monday, December 11th, they're open 7 days a week. Only place that I have been throughout my military career where I've seen the commissary open 7 days a week. So Don Mitchell and his team, again, really aggressive in supporting the community here.
Yeah, that is special.
Right?
7 days a week.
They were open on Thanksgiving. That's unheard of for the commissaries here. So it's absolutely phenomenal. And then FLC, we talked about them a little bit. The supply team here moved over 53,000 parcels, weighing over 360,000 pounds this year, and supported deployed units, 13 million pounds of cargo, shipped 8 million pounds of cargo, and over 2,000 high-priority CAS reps that they helped close out. So casualty reports, that's when a ship or an airplane or something has a component that is down, keeping them from doing their mission. FLC was absolutely integral in getting those things up and running. But really, when you think of the gifts that friends and family send out here, they only get here because of the efforts of the Fleet Logistics team. So thank you to Commander Burt Phillips and his team for supporting this community as well as they have. Like I said, really, really proud of the community here and all the support that they provide throughout the installation, to all the families and sailors, airmen, Marines, and soldiers that we have here. So thank you to everybody out there who's doing all of that amazing work.
Oh, what an incredible community you have here in Rota. Can I tell you a secret, Skipper?
Yeah, absolutely, please.
Naval Station Rota is definitely on my nice list this year.
That is great to hear. I knew that Naval Station Rota would be. We have some amazing people here.
We did it. The supersonic 5,000 jet engine turbine on your sled is fixed, Santa. Someone had replaced hydraulic fluid with eggnog. I also adjusted Rudolph nose. The red light should be on the port side.
Yeah, red on port, green on starboard. Everybody knows that, whether you're on the surface or in the air.
Wow, CMC! Oh, thank you! I can now deliver presents in time for Christmas! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Bye, Skipper! Bye, CMC! Ho, ho, ho!
Bye,
Merry
Santa.
Christmas and Happy Holidays, Naval Station Rota!
Safe travels, Santa.
Fly safe, Santa.
All right. Well, on that note, we will get back to the music real quick. As CEO just covered, everyone who helps us out here on NAVSTA Rota, make sure that we want for nothing. And on that note, up next is All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey right here on AFN Rota the Eagle.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for
outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, let it snow. All the way home I'll be warm. All the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, I'm still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Welcome back to Morning Joe with the CO. I am your host, DJ C Time, and I'm here with Captain Suarez and Master Chief Rodriguez. And I'm still reeling from what just happened. We just had Santa come into the studio, and CMC was able to fix his sleigh.
What a morning, right? So this is one of those days where you can say, what did I do today? Well, you helped Santa get back up in the air and take care of millions of kids.
We literally saved the world.
Yeah, but I didn't do it myself. You know, I needed help from supply. I know the Air Force provided some support equipment, and definitely I needed to borrow an airframer from HSM 79 because I'm good with engines, but hydraulic fluid, that's their thing.
Well, yeah, that was quite the effort. So I'm really proud of what we were able to do here this morning.
We sure did.
But it had me thinking a little bit about traditions, what we do for the holiday time period. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we used to do, CMC, when I grew up, because my dad is Mexican, so he's from the Mexican side. My mom, she grew up in the Midwest, so we had this interesting little collage of ways that we celebrated the holidays, and the ones that I most remember are tamales. Ooh. For Christmas morning.
Oh yes.
So we always had the tamales. That was our Christmas meal, which seems so weird when I look at the broad spectrum of ways that you eat and celebrate Christmas, but it's something that even now my family, whenever we're someplace that we can get good tamales, we will hunt those down and we'll grab and put them in the freezer so that we can heat them up and eat them. We actually made some one year because one of our friends knew how to do that. We did it once, realized that it's much better to go to a place that knows how to do it right and get some tamales there and eat those. And then the other one was we used to do the midnight mass thing because I grew up Catholic. So we would go to the midnight mass, which meant the reason I really enjoyed that, when we got home, you could open the presents.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was really Christmas morning. So that was a lot of fun. But growing up in Central California, the only time we ever saw White Christmas was when it got cold enough to put a little bit of frost on the ground.
Oh yeah, no White Christmas for you.
Yeah, no White Christmas for us. What did you do to celebrate growing up?
Yeah, so I grew up in Puerto Rico, and my Christmases in Puerto Rico, they're a little different than what you're probably used to. So first of all, we have no chimneys. So Santa doesn't have a place to come into the house. But we do celebrate Christmas the normal way. We have presents, we have dinner. For us, we don't have tamales, but we have something very similar. We just substitute corn for bananas, green bananas, and now you have a pastel, which is similar to the tamales. Yeah. And we do eat a lot of those. I gotta be honest. But in addition to the normal Christmas, we also celebrate the Three Kings Day. We call it Three Kings Day. You guys call it the Three Wise Men. So it's Dia de los Reyes, and Spain celebrates the same day. So the normal way is the day before the kids go out there. Instead of putting cookies out, they go and get some hay for the camels. Yeah. So you put hay out, and the next morning your mom or dad definitely took care of that.
Right. Well, I think it's interesting that those celebrations, they seem to come together so closely. So elements of what we did in the United States, elements of what they do here in Spain, and how you can tie all those together. It is interesting to think of camels walking through Puerto Rico, though.
I know, right?
That is quite the trip for them.
Hey, someone came up with it, and it has been a tradition forever. So we definitely picked up from the Spanish as they were the conquistadors of Puerto Rico for some time.
Yeah. Although I guess it's no different than having reindeer going through Southern California.
Oh, no.
It's a very different place for them.
We also have, instead of having eggnog, we have this drink called coquito. My wife loves it. Definitely like it. It's a little sweet. It's almost like a piña colada, but it's also one different thing that we celebrate in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's interesting. Eggnog, I love eggnog, but it's funny how divisive it can be. If you introduce it to 10 different people, 5 love you for showing it to them, and 5 people hate you for letting them know that it exists. But personally, I love drinking eggnog. It's one of those things where, like Christmas music, I love Christmas music. Holiday music is just one of my favorite things in the world, but I limit myself to when I can listen to it. Otherwise, I will drive both me and the rest of my family nuts. So for eggnog, it's the same thing for me. I can only have it in the month of December. If I let myself drink it any other time, I'm just going to give myself a heart attack with all the cholesterol.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then you might not enjoy it as much during Christmas time.
That's true. Yeah, that might be part of it. The forced scarcity makes it that much more enjoyable for me.
I think pumpkin spice is probably the similar. If you leave it the whole year, you'll probably be tired of it.
Yeah, it's funny how far that creeps earlier and earlier every year. But
oh, yes.
I know. I know that there are some places here on the installation get some pumpkin spice to turn it into
AFN Rota. These guys. Yeah. I never really drank pumpkin spice, to be honest, before I came here. And, I mean, really from Halloween on, you know what I mean? It's just
ooh, that's early.
Pumpkin spice.
That's early, but I guess it's like my pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie, pumpkin ravioli. The calabasas here in Rota. I love the different ways they use pumpkin for food. So I guess it's fitting.
Yeah, pumpkin pie for me is the best. This year, thankfully, the galley had enough for me to have a few slices, so that was great.
Yeah, I'm hoping they have some out there for the brunch on the 25th too. That's something that both my son and I enjoy. That one. I'm not sure that my daughter's quite sold on pumpkin pie quite yet, but if we have the right stuff there, we're all going to love that.
All right. On that note, we're going to take another quick song break, and this one goes out to all of us service members who can't be home for Christmas this year. This is "Please Come Home for Christmas" by the Eagles, right here on AFN.
Bells will be ringing. This sad, sad news. Me greeting once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carol by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home for Christmas. Not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations. Sure as the stars shine above. Oh, this is Christmas. Yes, time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam Christmas and New Year will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy, happy once again.
7:52 a.m. and welcome back to Morning Joe with the CO here on AFN, where I'm joined by the CO and CMC. And it has been quite a exciting show this morning, sir.
It has been quite an exciting show. And during the last talk break, we were talking about, speaking of excitement, being deployed for the holidays in the past. And I think it was I lose track of years, I'm so old, but a couple of Christmases ago, I was deployed off the coast of the Horn of Africa. We were doing what's called vampire ops. So we were launching right at sunset, and the last recovery was right at sunrise. So our schedules were all messed up, but the entire crew was out there on Christmas, entire strike group. It was a pretty memorable Christmas because we had I think the holiday meal was at like 3 a.m. That was our dinner.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
It was all sorts of weird. I remember waking up, watching the sun go down. We went about our business, and then the sun would come up just in time for us to all go back to bed. I don't know, have you been deployed for Christmas before?
I have.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, most of my deployments have been what we call winter cruises. So I have done 5 deployments where I was away from my family. And just like you, Skipper, we definitely spent some time in Dubai, Bahrain, also at sea. I remember spending 2 Thanksgivings and 2 Christmases on the ship, having a Thanksgiving meal and also a Christmas meal, writing emails to my wife and trying to get on the phone and trying to talk to her.
Yeah, it's a very unique thing, I think, to being in the armed forces, being away from home for the holidays. And I know there are some folks here who are deployed. The Seabees are the first one that popped to mind. They are deployed here away from home. We have a couple of ships that will probably be deployed over the holidays. So there are a lot of families and service members here who are going through some of those separation/deployments over the holidays. And for those of you out there who are going through it, if you think you need somebody to talk to, we have lots of resources here on the installation. I know we talk about it a lot, but if you need somebody to talk to, please turn to somebody to talk to. I know when we were deployed, there was a cadre of friends that we would going through the same thing. It creates that camaraderie. We had people we could turn to. The ops officer on the ship, he and I were great friends and spent a lot of time in his office. He spent a lot of time up on the bridge, and we would just kind of keep each other company through a lot of those hard times.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And one thing that the sailors usually do right is we take care of each other.
Yeah.
And so usually if we were deployed, and even when I felt like not going out, I was not that happy. Someone would pick me up and say, hey, you know what, let's go and let's get some dinner, let's get outside the ship. And so here I see that happening all the time, where you have one person taking care of 2 or 3 people who are probably a little sad because things are not going their way, or because they're away from the families during this Christmas.
Yeah, and that's a great point. One thing I would ask everybody, as we're getting close to wrapping up the show, one thing I would ask everybody, take care of yourselves over the holidays. I think we all start to understand when we're feeling just a little bit off, a little bit down, and then if you see somebody, one of your shipmates, and I use that as a universal term, one of your friends, one of your family members, somebody that you work with or are close to, if you see that they are just a little bit off, a little bit down, please take care of your shipmates too. Offer them a shoulder if they need it, or just someone they can talk to if that's what it seems like they're looking for that year, or looking for right now or this time of year. But overall, sorry.
No, sir. It's I was just going to say, much like you were talking about earlier, last year on Christmas, I was in Tanzania, and it's really cool, like the connection and the relationship you make with like a bunch of people. Yeah. I was independently deployed, so like I didn't know any of them before I arrived there, and then ended up spending Thanksgiving and Christmas. And like when you are with people, you know what I mean, and you build that bond, especially like in a foreign country or just in a new experience. It's one of the great things about the military, but just being cognizant to look out for your shipmates, or anybody you're with over the holidays. It can be kind of a tough time, but it can also be a great time because you can make new friends. So.
Yep, and I think anybody in uniform, if they're honest, will realize and will gladly admit that we've relied on somebody in times like this, and it is one of the strengths of being in the military. There's people who know what we are going through now, and they invite us to be a part of their team, a part of their community. But speaking of Rota, thank you for 2023 and everything that you all did. It was an absolutely amazing year, and I am extremely proud to be a part of this team and to know that I've done just a little bit to help with everything that you all have accomplished every day. What an absolutely amazing year.
Absolutely. Definitely want to thank every single one of you who puts time and effort into making Rota what it is today. We are definitely one of the best, if not the best base in Europe, and I just want to say thank you for that, for everything you do. And also, I want to say Feliz Navidad to everyone out there.
Yeah, and I think this is the last Morning Joe that I've got for 2023, but we'll be back on in 2024, celebrating a new year. Looking forward to all the fun stuff that we'll have the chance to do. Happy holidays to everybody out there. MC2, thank you very much for this show today. This is a fantastic show, and I look forward to seeing everybody out there around the installation.
Yeah, I just want to take this moment to say thank you both for everything that you've done over the year. And especially for coming in and doing these shows with us. Today was a special treat, having the both of you here at the same time and having Santa. So, I hope that everyone has a very happy holidays. And with that, we are almost done with this hour, so we'll get back to the music for one more song. To close this out, it's going to be Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Train right here on AFN Rota the Eagle, serving America's best.
Yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now